first, if you guys could go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Violet Gray, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Laylah Casto, and I'm a senior.
I'm Anaiah Zarate-Guajardo, and I'm a junior.
Awesome. And what weight class are you guys in?
I'm 130 pounds.
I'm 145 now.
I'm 110.
Okay, and I know you said now, were you in a different weight class?
I was
before?
170s.
Okay.
Oh yeah, me too. I was 115 most of the season.
Okay. And so, as a team, how would you guys say your season went in general?
Really well.
For the team?
Honestly, yeah.
Mhm.
The team did really good. We won almost every single tournament.
There was
Yeah.
only one tournament where we didn't get. Two tournaments where we
That's
didn't get
awesome.
first place.
But
What?
even then, we were like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
top 3.
There was only one time we
were.
lost.
Did we get second?
And we
or
got
top
second.
3?
We got second.
Yeah, we got second.
At
So-
regionals?
We
No,
got
at
first
just a
regionals.
different tournament. We
No.
won regionals.
We won regionals by
Oh.
150 points.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
277 total.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy. And so, the amount of girls on your guys' team, is that, would you say, an average amount on a girls' wrestling team?
No.
No, it's a.
We have a pretty big team
Yeah.
for
Okay.
a girls' team. It's pretty big.
But
Yeah.
compared to a guys' team, it'd be about the same.
Mm-hmm. And I know Palisade or Central, they don't have their own girls' wrestling team, so how does that work? Like, who do you guys wrestle for?
District 51.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Rose
it's all
Phoenix.
4 schools.
Well, we have one girl from Rangeley and then one girl from Glenwood.
Okay.
So like it's like all the district
Yeah.
teams, schools are one team.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and then kind of thinking individually, how long have you guys been wrestling for, and what got you guys started?
I've been wrestling for 3 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and what got me started was one of my friends was like, "Hey, I think you should try this. Like, I think it'd be a great way
Yeah.
to like get energy out and just." I was also thinking about quitting soccer at the time, so I wanted
Okay.
a new sport.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had a half season my freshman year to an injury,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've wrestled. So technically, I've wrestled. This will be my 3rd year.
Okay.
And what got me into it? I don't know. I've always been like on the tougher side of things. Like I always wanted to. I don't know how you would say that. I just always was on the like
Gotcha.
more dominant side of things, and it was
Mhm.
something that like I always wanted to like wrestle or box or do something like that. And so one day my mom was just like, "Hey, they're starting this girls' team. You want to be a part of it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And
That's awesome.
Bro.
I was like, "Yeah."
I have a brain malfunction. Stop.
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I've been wrestling since I was in like 3rd grade, but I didn't start competing until like 5th or 6th. So what started, like why I really wanted to wrestle is because my brother was a wrestler, so I would just always go to his practices and see him compete, and like I liked how like strong he looked and how happy he looked whenever he won, and I wanted that same thing. So that's why I started wrestling, and I continued wrestling because the first 2 years really sucked because I didn't really have any friends, and like I was the only girl on the team, so I sometimes I would just like be by myself. But then like later when I started having friends, and then especially when I joined the girls team, like it was just a completely different experience, like having friends and like actually wanting to be in the room.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Nice guys. And then also thinking individually, what is your favorite thing about wrestling?
My favorite thing would probably be the camaraderie of it. Like it is an individual sport, but like having good teammates leads you to just be able to accomplish what you didn't think you could, and I just really enjoy like the friendship aspect of it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, probably kind of going off of her. Like you typically like. You want to hang out with people who are all like, if you're strong-willed and you're really like good at pushing yourself, you want to hang out with people that are like that, and like wrestling opens that environment up. So.
Yeah, that's true. I would say my favorite thing about wrestling is just like treating it as a sport, like as a game, really. Because I'm not the type of person that like I love the grind, like I love the grit. Nah, I really don't. Like that's not fun for me. I don't enjoy like I don't know, cutting sessions. But what's fun for me is like when we're all having fun in the room, and like when you can feel the energies up and we're just rolling around, we're just having fun, making new moves. Like this is my favorite part of the season because like the practices, like they let us have more fun and like actually get to enjoy the rest of our season.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Nice. Okay, and then as like a team or kind of as an individual, because I know wrestling is an individual sport, what would you say some of your guys' like accomplishments have been over the season? Throughout the
This season,
Mm-hmm.
Probably the biggest thing that I was able to accomplish this year was getting first place at regionals. It was like my first time getting a first place, like for
Nice.
my whole career, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Nice.
I had a pretty rough season this season.
Mhm.
I'm battling an injury, and I was out for the first half of the season. Probably is the fact of like I'm not letting the fact that I'm not one of the ranked girls anymore bother me, because I was ranked when I was 170s, and then I was out half the season, so that
Yeah.
and then I dropped to 45s, so that lost my ranking. And that's something like, because almost our entire team is ranked,
Mhm.
only 2 girls aren't, and I'm one of the 2 girls, and I haven't like been letting that bother me.
That's
And so
good.
like probably sticking with not letting that be an issue for me, and still like giving it my 100% when I go in.
Totally. Awesome. Yeah.
I would say my biggest accomplishment, like the thing I'm the most proud of this season, is like that I've been able to turn a corner in like my level of wrestling. So like for the past few years, I've been like a decent, good wrestler, but like I wouldn't win the tough matches. But this season, I really started to like push through and like get that final move at the end, or like this season I've won the most tournaments and I've placed the highest than all the other years. So it's just something really exciting, especially going into state.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so cool, awesome. And then kind of looking forwards and looking into state, what would you say some of your guys' goals are? Or do you have any?
I guess my goal would probably be to place,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, I'm not. Like, I just want to wrestle as hard as I can, and like I want to be gritty, and I want to let them know that they've been in a wrestling match. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
it's
That's
kind
good.
of a
Yeah.
hard question.
I want to leave it all on the mat.
Mm.
I want to give it my 100% in every match I go into.
Yeah.
I've, like, I don't know, because it's my last year, and I feel like I've grown so much and done so much for this sport that, like,
Mhm.
I'm after the win. My big goal, that's the big one. I want to win it. I'm not seeded the best, but I still am after it. And if not, the goal that would follow that up would be I want to be top 3.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Kind of similar to what both these girls said, that like I can't really control the ending of my matches, just how much effort and what I put out there. So I just want to make sure that I can leave this weekend, like Sunday, when people ask me how the tournament went, that I can be proud of my results regardless of the standing. Just like that I worked my butt off to get there, and that I earned whatever spot I did.
Yeah, that's awesome, you guys. That's really cool. And then last question: what advice would you give to an incoming athlete? It might be for wrestling or any other sport.
I guess it would just be to like try, like do your best, and always try and go out there and watch your grades. Don't let them die, because it sucks.
You'll sit half your season.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. But yeah, and communicate with your teachers about that. But yeah, just go out and try and do your best, because if you do, you most likely succeed.
Yeah.
Probably don't cheat yourself. Like, don't, oh, I'll just cut this corner, or I'll do one less, or I'll drag my knee a little more. Don't do that, because that's not going to get you where you want to be in the long run. Like, it will not work. Like, that was something that I struggled with a little bit my sophomore year, and that increased incredibly. I got so much better at that, and you could tell by my junior year. And if you have an injury, don't put off getting it fixed. I would get it fixed in the beginning. When you first have an issue with it, get it fixed then, and then work from there, instead of trying to like just push through that.
Yeah. Is that advice you give from experience?
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
Some advice I would give is just not to take it too seriously. Like, if you're so wound up, like you're all clenched, you're not going to perform well, you're not going to enjoy the sport, and you're just always going to be disappointed no matter how it went. Like, you could have won a really tough match, but you didn't score enough points or whatever, and then it just stresses you out and it makes you feel bad about yourself. Just have fun with it, and be grateful to be there. It's an experience that you get to have.